I know.
I cannot.
Here we go.
Okay.
I said, what did you call it? I had to rewind it. I said, oh my gosh, you called that a who? Okay, so, it's just, oh, so now they're going to be able to pick up. Well, see, they're going to be able to comment, but then now we can't see them, huh?
Yeah, they
So we
have
can
to
just talk
join.
about them real bad.
They haven't. Hold on a second. Let me let them know that we're on again. Hi, Trey. I'm letting someone use my Zoom account for a podcast. Enter at your own risk.
Literally.
I'm
Literally.
messaging them. Let me see if they join.
Tiffany, do you have kids?
I do. I have two girls.
Ooh,
So I'm
how
very
old?
passionate about this subject.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
my girls are 15 and 17.
Wow, okay. I got a 14 and 24. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's a gap.
Yeah, they were both, ooh, oh shit. Well, that didn't work. That plan didn't work.
Okay, here.
Pull out and a
I'm
condom is it?
adding Eugene is coming on now.
Okay.
Oh, that's a gap.
Oh shoot, oh shoot.
All right. What's up? What's up? I'm on. I'm on. We on Facebook right now. So you see.
Yep, we're on.
Hey, Hugo, you got to click on the. You got to click on the link. Donald, click on the link. Please go to the Zoom. Lysandra, please go to the Zoom. Hugo, you got to click on the. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. No, I gotta share it to the Facebook, bro. Okay, it's in there. Did you share it? Hey, is everybody on the Zoom link?
Yeah, I threw it in there.
They said I don't see the link. I don't see the link.
That was a
Who
long
said
time
she don't
ago.
see the link?
Oh, who, me? Or are you talking about someone different said that?
So it might be better
I
if you
put,
want specific people to join it to inbox them the link.
You might
Because I
want to
think
share it
it's
one more time.
hard to click on a link in a comment. I don't know if it goes straight
The
to.
Zoom ID.
if they don't have their,
All
if
right.
they don't have it like clicked on their phone,
Tiffany,
then yeah, it won't go straight there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
do you have the Zoom link?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Hold on.
All right, can you post
Oh,
it?
it's in. Where do you want me to post it in?
Can you post it in the chat, please?
Of Zoom.
Yeah, because They're still saying they don't see the link. Nicole says she doesn't see the link. Hugo said he doesn't.
Tell Nicole to check her inbox. I sent it to her.
Stephanie says it's not working.
Hold
Did
on.
you? You sent it to me on Facebook, right?
I did, but I just sent it in this chat as well.
All right.
I'm saying, please wait. The meeting host will let you in soon.
Okay, she need a.
I just let him in.
All right, Stephanie, can you get in? All right. Okay, I just pinned it.
I should black that one.
You just got to turn on your camera, Steve.
We are on the Zoom right now. So can you please try to log on?
Damn.
What's that?
And I only have Stephanie's.
Okay, Nicole has provided the link. Is there anybody on the live stream that's having issues with Zoom, with getting on Zoom?
The Zoom link is only for people who want to be on screen and join it, though. Everybody else can view from Facebook.
Okay, Myra's in here. I hear you, Steve.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Somebody talk.
Hello? All right, Steve, you're gonna have to turn on the camera. You're gonna have to turn on the camera.
Okay, so Eugene, I'm about to make you the host, and then I'm gonna run and get a drink. But the only request I have, since this is streaming from my Facebook page, let's just not get too out of hand, because I'm a nice church going girl.
We're we already laid out the rules of engagement in regards to the conversation. This is going to be with an etiquette class, and it's definitely going to be respectful. It's not going to be disrespect in regards to nobody, and that's why I did ask to be moderated in regards to the conversation.
Okay, y'all have at it. I'll be right back.
All right. So we're still missing some people though. Nicole is not on. Hugo's not on.
All right, they're on Facebook or they're not on Zoom?
They're not on Zoom.
They can be on Facebook and still hear us and see us. They just won't be able to. We won't.
Oh yeah. That's right.
We can still comment.
All right, so let's. I don't know how to moderate that. So if anybody want to moderate that,
Tiffany will. You should be able to see the comments, and then Tiffany should be able to see comments on hers. So however they're viewing us, whoever page they're on, they'll comment and we'll see.
All right. I was waiting on my man Hugo. To get on. What's up? What's up with you, Myra? I see you looking firm in the face over there.
Look out, you mom.
I just got off a plane. I look a mess. It's all right.
Okay.
Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, most definitely.
I made it.
Most definitely. I'm trying to see what's good in regards to this live stream. Y'all just give me 2 seconds, please.
No.
One person is waiting.
Tiffany, when she comes back, she can let that person in. But since it's her, she has to let us in since she invited us. Since it's her Zoom meeting.
She said she made me admin.
So then you should be able to go, when you go to participants, you should be able to let someone in. I think it might just be Tiffany. I'm not for sure. Because there's different settings for that.
Yeah. Hey, Tiffany, we have one person waiting.
Well, because because you're the host now you have to let them in.
Oh, okay.
You said what?
Make me the host again so that I can let people in.
All right.
You should see where it says participants. Click on more and then click on my name, make me a host. All right, here we go. That was actually Steve that was waiting. So now he's in there twice. There's nobody else waiting.
All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Steve, can you share the link? Can you share the link in the video within the comment section of the Facebook Live so people can follow us over here? Could you do that for us? So Myra, what's up? What's up with you, Myra? Let's go ahead and get the conversation going. Tiffany, I know you had some comments that you wanted to speak about.
Tiffany and I both are single moms and both of us have 2 children. Tiffany can go first, but we both have that in common. We do know that now. So
go ahead, Myra.
No, you go first.
And everybody mute yourself if you're not talking.
Okay, you want me to mute myself too?
Well, just if you're not talking, it'll just help minimize the background noise.
All right.
That was the most I just had to go through. Jesus.
She was talking about me in my eye situation. I know that's what that was on the deal.
In your what?
Me chewing this ice.
Oh, I would talk about you. I have had a serious issue with ice myself, so I would never talk about you.
I know it's loud.
On the ice. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You like chew on ice. That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right. So we're gonna have to let it run like this because
So Tiffany, you can see the comments on Facebook, correct?
You know what? I'm glad you said that. I just wasn't paying attention to it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tiffany and Eugene,
You
as long as it's streaming on your
pages. You gotta send me the link for that so I can share it too.
You don't need a link. You just need to go to.
If you go to Eugene's page, you'll see the Facebook link running on his page, and then you just click share. Just go to his Facebook page.
Lysandra is asking for the link.
Are they gonna get on? Are they joining the link to talk?
Yeah, I think they want to throw their hat in the ring in regards to the conversation.
Okay, as long as they're gonna
talk, right?
Yeah.
But they'll be able to. We can respond to their comments on the Facebook. We can see everything.
All right, good deal, man. Let's get it jumping. Why
don't you go ahead and recap what the conversation's about, Eugene?
Boy.
All right, good deal. All right, hold on. Let me change up my scenery. You know what I'm saying? Let me have my best friend right there. All right, guys. Hey, my name is Eugene Alexander. This is the Modern Dating Podcast. This is the No Shower Cap episode 4. This is a exclusive edition. All right, we're going to be speaking about dating, and this is coming from a man's perspective, specifically a Black male's perspective in regards to what's going on with the modern dating scene. All right, so a little bit about myself. My family is married right now. They've been married for over 50 years. My dad parents stayed married until the day they died, and my mom parents stayed married until the day they died. So my family legacy and family lineage is marriage. I'm pro-marriage, and 34 years old, no kids, because I believe in waiting to have a child. All right. So I don't believe in having kids out of wedlock. That's not, I know it might sound old school. I know it might sound lame, or whatever the new terminology is, but that's what it is. That's the bottom line. I'm waiting until I get married. Now, one thing that I study in regards to African American men, one thing that I see specifically in regards to the common denominator is that all of them are in long-term relationships or they're married. Common denominator. So the problem of what's going on in regards to Black men is the mate selection. All right. Warren Buffett states that the most important thing that you are going to do is picking the right partner. And that's what our podcast is about. The Modern Dating Podcast is so to help out the men reach generational wealth, financial freedom, the pursuit of happiness, and to find a peace of mind as much as they can, and help men figure it out all over the world of selecting the right mate. So this podcast here today is going to be about, would you date a woman that has kids under 18? We've been having a positive feedback in regards to the ladies, and we're gonna allow them to hop on the podcast, the women, and speak from their point of view about what's going on with the modern dating scene. So let's go ahead and rumble in the jungle. All right. So whoever wants to go first, we'll go ahead and open it up, and we'll go further from here. The rules of engagement in regards to the podcast here today is do not write in all caps, do not overtalk anyone, and then no cussing out anybody. Don't cuss out nobody. We're gonna keep this respectful, and we're gonna have etiquette, and we're gonna have a healthy conversation, and that's about it, guys. So Team Pro Marriage over here, let's go ahead and let it run. Who is gonna go first? Tiffany.
Y'all, I'm gonna try so hard to stop laughing. I don't know why I'm just laughing so hard. But so my job is not to convince anyone about anything they don't want to be convinced about. I'm just saying that as a woman with 2 children, oh, I think it's Nicole that's saying that she's having an issue with her microphone. I'm not sure, Nicole. You might want to check to see. I don't know if you're on your laptop, if that button is muted on there. And so, I mean, I'm not sure. It looks like you're unmuted on my end. Are you listed under Hurricane in the Zoom?
No, that's Hugo. I'm Hurricane.
Oh, okay. So who's the MacBook?
Who's MacBook? She has the beautiful earrings and the maroon shirt.
Oh, okay.
She's nodding. Okay. She can't hear us.
Oh, that's gonna.
Eugene, do you know her name?
So I think that is that Nicole.
Oh, you don't know her name in the maroon?
Yeah, that's Nicole on the MacBook. So I'm not sure why.
Okay,
I'm not sure why you're because it says that you're unmuted. So I'm not sure.
Maybe
it might just be
that's my issue. On the screen, I had to click. It was some button I had to click to unmute it on the computer.
Or turn your volume up. It might be that your volume is down. So I'm a mother of 2. I have been married. I'm divorced. Same dad. I don't have any issue with men finding me valuable at all. I have a very nice gentleman, and I think it's a matter of preference. That's all it is, just a matter of preference. I think as long as you state your preference up front and don't waste anybody's time, then that's your business.
Exactly correct. I agree.
Okay. All right. That's good. Does he have kids as well?
He actually has no children of his own. He loves children though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that used to be me 4 years ago.
Here we go.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Then I had an epiphany.
You had an epiphany?
Yeah, what is the asset and what is the liability?
Because
So
not to
I want
interrupt,
to,
I'm sorry.
I mean, African American men are 2 times more likely to be stepdaddy compared to black women being stepmamas. So I mean, that's not a surprising number. Plenty of men I know are step parents. That's just not anything that I'm going to take on because I don't see any value in it. That's on the liability chart, and I don't have no women selected. I don't have any problem with a woman selecting me as well.
So what are your liabilities, Eugene?
I have zero liabilities. Zero liability.
What?
Right.
Felicia.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Well, as long as you think so.
Guess what? I don't ask a woman for nothing. Shit, nothing. I don't need her to do anything. Unless it's on a business relationship. That's what it is. So
I think
But
it's
you're
important to
automatically
note. I
assuming
think
that
it is
a
important.
mother would need you.
yeah,
Just because a
I'm
woman
just
has kids doesn't mean she needs you.
I mean, to me, when a woman has kids, she's looking for, it's based her loyalty is based on her environmental circumstances. That's the reason why she's looking for another man. Because women that don't have kids, they out here living their best life. They turning up. But when women got kids, the ones that have kids, they not out here saying it's a different mindset. The woman with no kids compared to the woman with kids. It seems like they're more open to the relationship compared to the woman that doesn't have any kids. That's based on my data scene. But
Well, one of the things that you mentioned yesterday was that you have concerns, kind of what you just touched on, is that a woman with children doesn't have enough disposable time for you. A woman without children can dedicate a lot more time to you and treat you the way that you want to be treated. She can drop everything at a dime. And so I think that goes back to preference again, because I could never be with somebody who needed me that much. It's because I'm a business owner. And so my time is very slim anyway. And so anybody that I'm with has to understand that I'm going to be spread real thin. And so that's a matter of preference. I need somebody that has a lot going on like me.
yeah, I mean, I'm a business owner. I'm a business owner myself. So, you make time for what is important. That don't mean nothing to a man like me. And actually, I don't even like to date women that run businesses unless we're like in the same.
No, because we don't have enough time for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Who do you like, man?
Right.
He don't like nothing, Steve. He don't like anything.
She got to be available.
He has to be available 24/7 for him, but he's not gonna spend any money on her.
You need a maid. You need a maid. You need a maid, fam. A maid.
No, I got some women that come over here and clean everything the fuck up when they need to be cleaned up.
I like cleaning my own house.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you're a valuable utility person. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something?
Give what it needs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead, Hugo.
I think women who have children are liabilities for men who don't have children, because it's both a learning curve for us as well as something that we have to get adjusted to as the relationship continues on. And it's something that we find that we have a hard time planting with and pivoting with, because that's just not a lifestyle that we're used to. Because I'm 32, I don't have kids. I'm building my life. I'm building my castle. I'm building my island. And just like the young lady stated and mentioned earlier, that she has a business as well. So her time is really allotted to those important things that bring her the things that her life needs. So I think it doesn't work necessarily for a man like me who doesn't have children, because it's too much. Like, I'm being asked, even if she doesn't ask me to do anything for her children, like you said, that time availability, because we're so busy, um, children added into it as well, makes it even more busy. Now, times that we probably could see each other, we probably can't. And it's selfish. But in this life, as a man, you have to be selfish, because when you know what you want, then you're not going to settle for anything less. And if you get anything less than that, you're not going to be happy.
I think that's fair. I
Exactly.
think. Hey, what happened to the other ladies? They dropped off.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, there's still people on Facebook. There's still people on Facebook that's actually
Oh, okay.
that's watching it. So I see
If
that Nikki Jackson says he wants a yes woman. Good luck to him. Bless his heart. Thank you, Nikki. I do want a yes woman. I want a woman to treat me like a king that I am,
Yes,
and
sir.
anything less, I get rid of her. That's what I do.
Hey,
It's Team Eugene or no team.
Hey,
So
you're not
Hugo, let
you're
me
not
ask.
asking for too much.
Yeah, we're not asking for too much. We just have to be served like the king I am.
I
So
think it's important to I think it's important to point out that age does have something to do with that. First of all, I'm older than you all so far. I'm not sure how old Steve is, but I know Hugo said his age, but I'm 43 years old. And so you're going to be hard pressed to find a woman my age that doesn't have children. But again, y'all aren't looking for anyone my age, and I'm not looking for anyone your age. So I've been a step parent before. That is a very difficult job. I'll be the first to admit that. And so, like I said, I think it's a matter of preference. I think it's a, oh, hold on. She wants the link. Can somebody send Myra the link again?
yeah, hold on. Two seconds. Can somebody do it? I don't know how to
36, Tiffany.
do it.
So we ain't that.
What's
So
that?
so
I'm,
he,
I'm 36. We ain't that far off.
Okay, okay.
I actually just got out of a short-term monogamous relationship. She was 41, but unfortunately it didn't work out because of uncooperation and that attitude in that mouth started kicking in. So I had to get rid of her. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
She
Yes,
ain't
sir.
say yes, blood. Move forward, huh?
so another thing what that taught me, I need to stay within my window of dating women that's like from 18 to 26. So I know she's less likely to have kids. You know what I'm saying? So I need to be within that age range because most women, the older they get, is that they're gonna have kids. And like I said, I'm not trying to build a family with somebody that already has kids. So big up to the brothers. Um, we had somebody comment on Facebook yesterday. No, it was today. Speaking about ain't shit, man. Well, first of all, I want to put this out there in the universe. 50% of black men do not have kids. You can look it up on blackdemographics.com or the census data. 60% of black men are in middle class, all right? And black men are twice as likely than the black woman to be step parent. All right. So that's pretty good for some ain't shit, man. In regards to the trolls, in regards to the Facebook. So did anybody send this link to Myra?
Yes,
This
she's
is
gonna
public. All right,
she's
good
gonna
deal.
join them.
Yeah. So like when it comes to women and everything, and that has kids, I know the end game it could never be. So, we can have fun in the meantime, in between time. You know, I know women that got kids and all of that. We have a fun time when we with each other. But at the end of the day, it's just a casual thing. And we have fun while we with it.
Hey,
So,
I
hey,
Eugene.
think the only issue that I had was you just making a general statement that it's a liability issue. No, it's just a matter
it,
of preference. It's not a liability. It's not a liability. For instance, liability is it's really all about uh, resources. For instance, if there's a guy that feels like taking on someone with children is within his financial means to do so, then he's less likely to consider it a liability. Myra, thank you for joining again. You wanna pitch in? You wanna
I'm
chime
back.
in?
okay.
I just got off a plane, so my phone died. I'm sorry. But here, can I just ask a
Okay.
question? I didn't mean to
Can I make
interrupt.
a comment real quick?
Mhm.
Can I make a comment?
Okay.
A liability is anything that's taking money out of your pocket. That is a liability. All right. So we're going based on Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Asset and Liabilities. Now, I'm here to enlighten men all over the world of what is an asset and what is a liability. Taking on children that you did not create is a liability, and I do not understand why men would do that. But once again, I'm speaking about my preference. I got men that I speak to almost on a daily, weekly basis that decided that's what they want to do. But
Okay.
in regards to me and the men I know, like Hugo, not an option. And we're going to continue to have this black male media specifically for men so we can influence in regards to better mate selection all over the world. So Hugo, well, next up is Myra. Myra, Hugo, I'll get to you next. Myra, how do you feel about the asset liability? How is your kids and how is your kids an asset to a man that you are dating? Do you expect for him to financially provide for your kids?
I don't let guys meet my daughters because you're a liability. Because how do I know that you're stable? How do I know I want you around my daughters? How do I know that you're the type of man I would want my daughters to marry and or that I would want to marry? So that's the every time I hear you talk about it, I'm like, I've dated men for almost a year and a half and they've never even laid eyes on my child because we're not married. So why would I have brought them in my life, in my daughter's lives for no reason? Y'all are so wishy-washy whether I have kids or not. You're the liability. So a good mom and a good woman would say, hey, you're not going to meet my kids up front anyway. When you have 5 kids and
Exactly.
you let the guy meet them on the first date, yes, she needs you to take care of her and those 5 kids. But a woman who protects her children, she doesn't need anything from you, period. And neither do my children, period. So it's like that's what you keep. 9 times out of 10, most girls do want guys to take care of them, but I don't. There's
Excuse me,
nothing you can
Mira.
offer me or my children. What's that, then?
I think what you're saying, I definitely agree with it, but I also think that your mindset is a little different now. I think your mindset is a little different from a lot of women in the
Mm-hmm.
here and the now. I think
Oh yeah.
you might be more of an outlier than a statistic because
Mm-hmm.
the way that you think and what you're saying right now, I don't know if those are the actions, but I'll take it as that because you are saying it. I think a lot of women, from what we hear, especially in this
Mm-hmm.
new age, in this new era, they do expect that a man be able to come in and fulfill a role that he didn't necessarily um, was the progenitor of.
Mm-hmm.
And so a woman like you, I think, understands that dynamic. And
Mm-hmm.
so before it even gets there, you're already prepared for it. Whereas a lot of women, they haven't come to grips with that truth yet, that that they themselves should probably invest more in the children than supposedly expecting a man to come in and play Superman.
That is true. I mean, this really depends. I think it depends on the female, depends on how you're raised. Because you think about Eugene always says how he was raised. My parents were still married. My parents have only been married one time. I'm sure they'll be married till death do them part. I didn't see my parents fight. My dad wasn't a drunk, acting crazy in the house. Like I never, so I wasn't raised like that. So when I divorced, it was very hard for me. But I am still very close with him. We're friends. I'm friends with his new wife. I mean, I'm a better woman than that. So I think you're dealing with someone who's already insecure and needs you to take care of her kids. She needs to take care of her. So you need to figure out what kind of woman you want to be with. You want to be with an inferior woman anyway. That's what
Facts.
most guys want. You want someone who needs you. That's why you're intimidated by a woman who doesn't. Because what if,
Nice.
because here's my question, Eugene. What if that woman, I mean, she's everything. She's got the kids, even if her kids were 18 and older, I mean, you would have to come in and be better than those children. You'd have to be a better man than her children, right? Technically. What
Um,
makes you better than them?
what makes me better than her baby daddy?
Hmm. No, her children. Like my daughter, she's I mean, she's
Uh,
good. She's got a degree. No baby mom, no baby daddies, no drama. Never even
wow,
had. I think she had one ticket.
wow.
I think. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
about it.
that's what's up. That's what's up. What makes me better than the next person? Nothing. You know, everybody can get up. Everybody can go get the bag. You know, I've been arrested 6 times, so I don't think I'm better than nobody. Period. But
And
at
why
the end
does
of the
that
day,
not make you? I'm sorry, Eugene. I
Get
was
it.
going to ask you,
Get
you've
it.
been
She's going.
arrested that many times. How does that not make you a liability? From my
because
perspective, I wouldn't
because
want to
I
be
because
I wouldn't want to be with a man who's been arrested that many times because I have a certain type of reputation that I'm trying to keep up with in terms of my business. You know, I vet my employees a whole lot. And so why would I
Oh, not
choose
that one.
someone like that to be my spouse and wouldn't even hire someone with a record like that?
right, yeah, like you said,
Look at Steve. Look at Steve.
I
Look
mean,
at
you wouldn't
Steve.
be my type either.
I ain't in the hot seat.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we've already established that. But I'm just trying to
you
Literally.
figure
know
out why that's not
I
considered a
know.
what
liability.
It's the same
that
thing. He
to
never brought it up. We
yeah. I
love
mean,
him for it.
I always bring it. I always
We
bring
love it
it
up.
up. My story is very, very,
No, we're
very
not talking about
public.
your story. I'm
Hey,
saying we didn't talk about that dynamic in dating.
oh,
We
that
know
that
your story.
dynamic,
That
that
dynamic,
dynamic.
yeah, dating.
Well, that was brought up in the podcast. B, only time a criminal a criminal record really matters is in regards to like job applications and shit like that. You know,
Small business funding. If you tried to build one,
I got the PPP for my nonprofit organization, and I got it for my real estate investing.
did you get the EIDL?
Yes, I did.
So did you tell the truth?
What you mean, tell the truth? I'm not a convicted felon.
Oh, you're not convicted felon. See, that's a difference.
Yeah, so I've been arrested plenty of times, but I'm not a convicted felon. So I did tell the truth.
But this is my whole point is that is still considered a liability to a
It's
lot.
not. It's not. I have a 5-star rating on Google. You could type in my company
It's
right
a
now.
preference. It's a preference.
Right. Yeah. But you're saying it's a liability. It's not taking no
Because
money.
we all identify our own liabilities. Because
Look,
your liabilities, it's your preference. And
we're
so
going-
we all identify what our own liabilities are.
There we go.
So when a man when a man has a criminal record and he's dating, let's say he was dating you hypothetically because that's not your type.
Right.
And women say that shit to me all the time, and they still be getting with me behind the scenes. So that really defeats purpose. But
Good for you.
how is that a criminal record taking money out of your pocket?
Oh, it has nothing to do. See, for me, money's not everything. Morals are huge for me. Morality is huge for me. Reputation is huge for me. Integrity, dignity. There's so many other things besides money. It has nothing to do with money coming out of my pocket.
Okay, Mira, what if you met a man and he did have a record, but he was also very much a hustler and a grinder, and he had improved his life through his work ethic, and he was now very resourceful, and he was well-to-do, but he still had that record.
Is that question for me, Hugo? Or is it for Myra?
That's for you, Tiffany.
Oh, that's for you, Tiffany. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't. If that's who you were asking the question to. So here's my thing. I believe in redemption, and I believe that everyone can change. None of us are perfect.
You don't even make that.
However,
I'll make it.
everybody has their deal breakers. That's a deal breaker
There's something
for
for
me.
you.
One time, maybe not, but multiple issues like that it would probably be an issue for me.
I never had a problem with it. I done dated captains in the military, PAs in the military, all type of women in the professions, nurse practitioners. Never had a problem with it.
Well, that's good. It's a matter of preference.
Okay, so what's the difference between
me?
me dating a command sergeant major and I have 2 kids and I didn't ask him for a penny? He never gave my kids anything, and we were actually, I guess he made less money than me technically. So what's the difference? I mean, he didn't judge me and I didn't judge him. That's exactly what you just said.
Myra, you're
I love you. I'm sorry.
I mean, it don't bother me. I have an older sister that's older than Tiffany. I was raised with 5 female cousins that live 2 minutes driving distance. So nothing a woman can say could ever affect me a day in my life. So that's just a disclaimer. But Myra, you know, your mindset in regards to, you know, the way you're kicking it is definitely uh different. I don't know what the millennial cutoff is, but
Me and Tiffany are the same age, and both of us go to church. So it's not a millennial difference; it is
yeah.
a morality difference.
Right.
Well, morals, whatever. It's
When I
based
said
on
the
based.
last one, no, I said moral assets.
Yes,
See?
That's
yeah,
right. You did. You
yeah,
said that, Steve. You
yeah.
I
did.
said it. See?
So there are a couple of
More,
questions in the comments.
more asset, whatever. Yeah, go ahead.
Nick, Nikki, everybody, all the gentlemen on here are in their 30s.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. For sure.
All right, let's
I'm
see.
44. I turned 44 2 weeks ago.
Hey,
Boom.
happy
The
belated.
thing is,
birthday.
we
Are you a
all
Capricorn?
know money is not everything. So nobody's like saying that, but it's next to oxygen, and so it's
Dang, that's
very
a good one.
important. And so I'm not gonna let anybody tell me money ain't important. That's just
Oh, I didn't say it wasn't important. It's muy
Mhm.
importante,
yeah.
but it is
So,
not everything. It's not everything.
yeah, it's
Important,
not everything.
but
But
we
you know, when
needed to
I'm dating,
survive. We needed to
yeah,
live the lives
I
that we
think the
want
only
to.
reason why it's relevant in in these guys' podcast would be because that's his stance. Their stance is I don't want to date a woman with kids because I don't want her and those kids in my pocket. That's the only reason why money has come into play. I don't think anyone has ever, I mean, just facetiously in regards to the conversation of our income, but not to say, hey, I don't think that's really what it's about. It's just him saying, I don't want to have to take care
Right,
of someone's kids. That's how money has come up. So I can't see the comments, but I'm thinking that's what they're thinking.
right.
I don't think that's his. I might be speaking for you, Eugene, but I don't think that's what he's saying. I don't think it has anything to do with how much money anyone makes. It's just he didn't want to spend them on kids that he didn't produce.
He already said it. He said it's a
Yeah.
liability. That's the way
it is a
he feels
liability.
about it.
It
It's a
is a
liability.
Well, if y'all had
And he,
married if y'all had married somebody with money, y'all have a little extra stimulus money right now.
well, check this out. If I marry somebody with money, what makes me think in that case, if she think like that, if I ain't the liability because I ain't got as much money as her, you know what I'm saying? So
hey. Okay, so Steve, you know, this is we're introducing a new audience.
absolutely.
We're on Tiffany's platform right now, so people really haven't had the opportunity to know who you are. Could you introduce yourself?
Oh, absolutely. My name is Speed King. Again, real time operations management, DJ, and a rapper. Also, all put together with my brother here for this podcast. I guess it's like the yin and the yang. That's kind of how we doing it. Some people dig what I say. Some people dig what he say. So that's all it is.
Team
So
Steve.
okay, so
Hard, throw the hard at
Steve,
me. Appreciate it.
Steve, just to introduce you to the audience, Steve,
All
you
right.
are a man that will date a woman with kids. It doesn't matter. They're a moral asset, correct?
That is correct. I have no issues dating a woman that has children, whether it's 1 or 7. I mean, if I'm digging you and it's completely organic, then that's just the way it pans out, man.
Okay. So
That could be. Go ahead.
let me ask you this. Do you feel financially responsible to provide for our kids?
Not from Jump Street, not at all.
Would
But
you?
again, if you're investing your time, because time to me is worth more than money. So if I'm investing my time within you and in your children, or if you bring me around your children, if I'm investing that time, eventually, yes, but it'll become moral that I want to buy something, you know what I'm saying, or I want to help out if I could, or if you ask, or I might just do it just because I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a
Mm.
prerequisite, but at the same time, it can
What
still
are you
fall into
buying for
place.
these people's kids? Like,
Hey, Steve.
what do you
So
what do you get girls'
I'm just saying,
kids? I'm
I'm
just
just when I
asking.
say buy things, it's just a very general. It could be something as small as a Slurpee. up to a place that it could be anything. It could be anything. It could be helping moms out if she need help. You know what I'm saying? Anything. 50 cent, $500. Just
Where's
looking
the
at
father? Like,
Yeah, that's the question. Where is the dad?
that's the question that Eugene was saying, and that's what brought it up. That's what brought it all up at the same
my
time.
ex-husband be like,
But
wait, who
again,
bought you a what?
but at the same time, you know,
Right,
as I
that's how it
always
should be.
state my
That's how it
disclaimer,
should be.
everybody's situation is different. So
Different. Yeah.
you can't really just shoot this guy down because, oh, well, you don't know his situation. You don't know how this man and this woman, how they were involved, how things happen. So I try not to speak on that too tough, but speaking in personally, you know, what I would do.
So some of the comments, Faye is saying that not every woman needs a man's
Correct?
money, I guess.
Correct.
Nikki is saying that there's nothing wrong with a Black woman wanting a man with money, aka financial responsible.
Right.
So I agree with that. I agree with that. I tell people all the time that I used to work with in corporate environment. I was in IT project management before starting my own business, and I worked with primarily all white men, and none of their wives worked, and it was and they weren't just, I'll just say they were non-Black men because they were white. There were some Middle Eastern, there were some Asian, Hispanic, and one thing that I noticed about them is that they all had a sense of pride. They did not seem to come across as burden that their wives didn't work. It was something that they had a great sense of pride that they were able to provide for their families. And I just feel like culturally, Black women are made to feel as though it's a bad thing when there's an expectation for a man to be a leader in every sense of the word. And I think there's a problem with that.
A problem with a woman wanting to work?
No, there's a problem with Black women being made to feel like there's something wrong expecting a man to take care of their family financially. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about taking care of kids that do not belong to him. I'm just saying in general, there's an issue in the Black community with that.
So, quick question, Tiffany. The men and their wives did not work. Was they taking care of kids that was not theirs?
A couple of them were. A couple of them had blended families.
How you said they had blended?
They were very happy.
Hold on. They have blended families. So, did he have kids with the woman also, or was he taking care of like two kids that wasn't his, and she was staying at home not working?
I can think of one of the men did not have children with her. They were just her children. And then a couple of the other ones, they had some with them. And then she had her own children as well.
He gonna learn.
Yeah, he gonna learn. Right.
Most of them were married many years. But my point is that that's not what I was talking about anyway. I said I was addressing Nikki's comment where she said that Black women, there's nothing wrong with a Black woman expecting a Black man to take care of their family. And not necessarily just talking about her children, but just in general. I believe that we're the only culture that makes it a Black woman feel like a gold digger if she has financial expectations of a man to lead financially.
So
no, I mean,
here's my question in regards to that. I'm sorry, I apologize, but I think that I don't think it's a race issue. Again, I think that is a generational issue because you can expect for a man to financially take care of your family, but here's your job as a woman. I don't care what color you are, is to respect your husband, and you're supposed to mind your household, whether you make money or not. Absolutely. So that is a generational issue that the Absolutely. Ratchet girls, that was the podcast 2 or 3. You need to date a ratchet or an educated. That's when you run into that issue because now you have someone who she wants this guy to take care of her, but she doesn't respect herself. She doesn't respect her husband. He comes home. That's the girl that doesn't cook. That's the girl that still has on her pajamas at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. She's never left the house. House is still dirty. I go into those houses all the time. Why are you married to her? Because she didn't have any children? Because she's not
exactly
supposed to be. I mean, come on now. Seriously?
Exactly. I agree. I agree that that is
she's not
probably
even helping you
generational.
nurture your soul. Like that's not even.
I mean, if I'm weighing my options, if I'm like, at one point in time, I was like, I want to be with a black woman, but just seeing what was out there, it was, maybe he didn't have that confidence. Maybe he thought that was the best he could get. I don't know, So that's the reason why we're having this podcast, so we can help the men wake up. Wake up, black man. Wake up, men all over the world. You deserve better. There's plenty of quality women out there.
So what do they deserve? What's the best? What do they deserve?
To work for my business. That's the best. Work for
Oh,
me.
you want your woman to work for you.
Yeah, like the men I know, and had the great opportunity to meet these outstanding leaders in the community. Their women work for them. You know what I'm saying?
They're women.
Yeah,
You're my woman.
That's right. This is my woman, and that's just how it is. So, I'm not into like unless it's kind of like more on like Tiffany's side, because Tiffany has her own business. So that could kind of work out but for the most part, at least right now, that could kind of work out just based on the dynamics, because I'm still building my business. So I really don't need a woman to be all.
Okay, hold on, man. I gotta cut you out. So you mean to tell me, man? Hold up, bro. Yeah, I've been sitting here cooling, y'all.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
You mean to tell me that the best thing is for her to work for you?
Right, that's facts.
That is the best thing ever.
Yep, to work for me
in
and
her
help me
life that could ever happen.
Build my business. That's right. And then also, Steve, when you date a woman with kids, do you ever have problems with the baby father? Is that ever the baby daddy? Has that ever came an issue?
To be quite honest with you, nah, I've never had an issue with anybody's baby fathers because, like I was stating before in the previous one, I'm not. You was talking about how another man in my kingdom. Hey man, we ain't gonna be kicking it like that. You and this woman, y'all have what y'all got going on. Now, I'm not gonna let you be immoral or disrespectful by any means. You ain't gonna come over here beating on this woman, especially if she the lady I'm rocking with. You ain't finna come over here doing all that. Anything outside that, you know what I'm saying? That's between y'all. Y'all figure that out. But as long as it's nothing illegal, nothing immoral, well, who am I to say? You know what I'm saying? What if y'all been talking noise to each other like that for the last 10 years of y'all lives and y'all call each other B's and MFs all day? Like, I don't know that. I'm not finna hop up and jump in like that. But besides that, I've never personally had any issues. Most of them try to get cool with me because they don't understand why I don't react. You know what I'm saying? They could sit here and say what they want to say to me, but it's like, yo, bro, you might just be mad because you missed the value of what you had. And I take it like, wow, this is a very valuable woman to me. And it shows. When a woman glows, man, it shows, bro. And the baby daddy will see that. So that's the only thing that they really got mad at, what he got that I don't got. And they can make more money than me. But what I did get, what is that? That time. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay, Mara, can I ask you a question, Mara?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Of course.
So if you was in a long-term relationship, this is the podcast is about long-term relationship with a woman that has kids under 18. All right. Or marriage. Would you expect for your husband or in the long-term relationship, would you expect him to provide for your kids?
My children's father does that, and I do that.
So you wouldn't need nothing from the other men.
Every man I've dated, I've been divorced now for technically 10 years, and I've had a couple relationships, and only one person has met my child on accident because he came to a roller derby game when I was skating, and she was there. But I don't. My kids are. And here, let me give you this little gem. I get half the amount of child support I'm supposed to get. My husband can get my kids whenever he wants. There is no issue there. He is a good dad, and I'm a good mom. It ain't about that. So it's more important that we're friends than anything else. And so you need to find a partner like that. But No, I don't need men buying my daughter's stuff. That's crazy. It's ludicrous. Why would you do that?
Okay, okay. Uh,
Mm-mm.
and I was just asking a question. So
Yeah, next.
Hugo. So when you're out here in the modern dating scene in 2020, going into 2021, um, are you looking to even get married or be in a long-term relationship? Are you in a long-term relationship right now, Hugo?
No, to be honest, Eugene, I think in this day and age, right now, it's not safe to date because I do. It's not safe to date.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's not safe to date right now because it's changing. The dating scene is changing. It's like the more we change, the more we stay the same. But now, if it really feels like the mental aspects and the social aspects between men and women, the dynamic is changing so much now. Women are becoming more empowered. We're finding more women who are career women who can provide for themselves. So now they're looking for a man in their life. It doesn't matter if she has children, if she feels okay with it, if she doesn't feel like it's necessarily. I think they look at us and they think that we're saying that they made a mistake that they can't outlive, and we're not necessarily saying that they've made a mistake that they can't outlive or get over or that we can't get past necessarily. It's just people have certain things and certain ways that they want to set their lives up because we all have different mental aspects that make us feel at peace and balance within ourselves, and we want someone that resonates with that, including their lifestyle as well. And sometimes that comes with men like you or I who necessarily don't have children, who are looking at the old ways that we used to do things, and then what's happening now with the empowerment of the women's um, just the women's empowerment movement, and it's all fine and well. But the thing that happens is when women begin to be more empowered, and there's nothing wrong with women empowerment, they tend to look for men who are even more empowered than them. A woman's only weakness is a more powerful man. So a woman will now search for a man who is exhibiting and exuding even more of those masculine traits that she herself has: ambition, drive, creativity, witty, just logical, but he's able to succeed along those lines even more so than her. The only problem becomes now is there are hindrances to that. Say that woman doesn't get to that age where she becomes, say, that way until she gets later in her life and she's looking for a man. Now her pool has shrunk of suitors and what's available, and now the standards as well with what's happening with life, with her having children as well. A man might not accept that. A man like me might not look favorably upon that because I don't have children. I don't know how that dynamic works. But I think it's all changing so fast. It's all changing so fast, and the old is clashing with the new. But it seems like nothing is really still changing because at the end of the day, women men are saying we like this, we don't like that, and women are saying it's like we're all speaking the same language, and we're all always saying the same thing, but we all are sort of just playing ourselves.
Can,
And
can I can I ask you a question, Hugo? Do you think the women empowerment movement, do you think that was a great thing? Or how do you feel about that, the women empowerment?
I say, what has the fruits of it? What has the fruits of it bred? Like, what are its fruits? What are its fruits? What are we looking at? Is it breeding balance between social dynamics, or is it tearing it down in such a way that it's not progressive and it's not mutually beneficial for both parties?
So, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I tell you what, I don't blame Hugo for not wanting to date. Because it's a mess out here. On one hand, I've had the opportunity to listen to a lot of Eugene's podcasts, and one of the themes on one of them was he's not paying for a woman's everything. He's not doing anything. She's not. I think he said when you didn't correct me if I'm wrong, Eugene. When you're married too, you're not paying for everything.
I'm not paying for everything while we're married. It's
So
gonna be
here's here's my
partnership.
point.
Right.
So I get that. So here's my point about it. In the same breath, you all have an issue with women empowerment and
I don't have a problem with women empowerment.
You want to be in charge. You want to be in charge.
I am going to be in charge.
You want a yes woman. You don't. The other day you said you didn't. She better not give you any lip. What you said is it, and all of that kind of stuff.
Correct.
How in the world do you think that woman is going to be responsible for everything equally, just as you are, is going to get? I don't see where your leverage is. Where's your leverage to where she has so much respect for you because you are? Are we going to talk?
The leverage comes with a big ass horse to ride on, multiple orgasms for her to live out her sexual desires.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm done. I'm so done right now.
That's the leverage.
I'm done. I got nothing to say after this. I'm about to go get
the worst.
It comes with life coaching. It comes with personal development.
You done ran Tiffany off, fam.
Hey,
you done ran her off.
So I mean, me personally, it's fun. It's fun while we're at it, you know. And you know, I'm kind of a little bit on Hugo stance on it. Is it really safe to be out here and get married and put up your assets unless you have a prenuptial agreement? You know, I'm like, for me to get back on the subject in regards to the no shower cap, episode 4, the modern dating podcast, to get back to would I date a woman with kids under 18? She would have to give up the kids to the dad, man. That's the only way, man. No male.
Like I said before, I think
when I see you, I'm gonna body slam you like old school MMA, like just take you and take you over.
Is Eugene done? Is he done?
Girl.
There's no male influence in the kingdom. Bottom line. None.
But what if you have kids and you have a son?
Then he's gonna be the young king that he is, you know.
But you said no male influence.
No, I'm going to be the only male influence.
Eugene.
I'm going to only be the only male influence within my house. There's no man calling, no nothing. I don't want to hear another man's voice unless it's about some money and we're doing some business or something. But me personally, I don't want to think about another man. A lot of women be sleeping with their baby daddies, be sleeping with their exes.
Nikki made a good point. Nikki made a good point in the comments. She said, can we stop calling people baby mamas and daddies in the Black community and just call them parents, because that's what they are.
No.
And and also, anyway, also it's important to point out, because Eugene said the other day, you all missed this as well, that the only time that he would be with a woman with kids if she gave up custody. Yes.
Kids, correct.
Yes.
To the dad.
Well, that's important. Not to some random.
Let them go.
Not to some random. That's all.
Yeah, don't give it
I
up.
want Eugene. Someone take my kids, please. I'll pay your child support.
That's right.
Please.
So, I mean, like I said, no male influence within the kingdom.
Oh my gosh, this is too much.
And you know, it's a lot of men that send me messages, and you know, based on their profession, their business, their careers, they're not able to publicly speak in regards to the modern dating podcast. But there's a lot of men that's feeling like this, and I encourage them to speak up on whatever platforms they have, because we got to get the message out there so we can influence the masses to make selections. So that's what it is, man. like I said, it's
Famo.
all
You
about
tell
the
whoever
family
that is
dynamic.
to man up and get on the podcast, or don't even talk
Yeah.
about it. Don't message it.
Yeah. Yeah. You said what did you say, Steve?
I'm
So
just
you're
saying,
telling me
fam.
that there's a boss somewhere that can't speak on dating?
No, I mean it's going to affect they it could affect their reputation, like how Tiffany is. She's very big about her image. I am too. I'm very big on my image. I got a 5-star rating. You know, on Google you can type me in. It's going to be
Me
nothing
too,
but positive.
Eugene.
So I do.
Whew.
That's that's what's up.
Let me
So
tell
you know,
y'all.
All I'm saying, fam, is as much as I laugh, at the same time, I can somewhat concur with what you're saying. I think some of your views are very distraught and very delusional in a realistic world. But you know, that's my
it's
opinion,
not
and
it's
it's
not
not to
delusional,
bash you or
bro.
nothing.
It's not.
Only you can
And
call
Again,
Eugene delusional and
it's,
not get
it's
blocked.
my it's my preference. It's my
Exactly,
preference.
exactly.
That's
Just like you think
not
some of
delusional.
mine, you gave me, you suggested I read certain literature because you think my
I'm
ideals
trying. I'm
aren't
trying to
just
empower
what
you. I
is.
want to empower you, brother,
And I'm
about
trying to
what is
balance
what
you.
is what is an
I'm trying to
asset
get
and
your
what
head
is a
right, fam.
liability. So I'm like, you know,
I really wish there was some sort of alcohol in my glass right now. I
I didn't
couldn't.
drink.
I
I
couldn't
didn't drink
find.
all mine.
I couldn't find my wine bottle opener, and my nerves are so bad right now.
so Hugo,
Your nerves
Hugo,
This
must
is
be
lemonade
bad.
and ginger ale, y'all.
yeah,
Lord help me.
yeah, we got a special guest, Hugo. He's on the line
Absolutely.
right now. Um, Hugo, do you even want to be married, man? Or are you gonna stay a bachelor, man? What's your strategy?
Um, as far as marriage goes, I've actually been married before.
Okay. There you go.
So I've
Are you
actually,
wanting to be remarried? Do you want to
um,
get married again?
no. Well, when I was married the first time, I didn't want to be married then.
So
Many
so
times
how
you
you
been
get
married?
married then?
I'm still asking myself that question, really, to be honest with you. Just the thing I did when I was young and
Wait,
immature.
So I know you wanted to be on the podcast,
so how many
Hugo,
times have you
because
been
you
married?
Just once.
so
Oh, okay.
okay. All right. What I was gonna ask, how do you feel about the having kids? Are you gonna have kids, man? Do you want to have kids?
Um, I used to say I either want 5 kids or no kids. And right now it's looking like no kids, no children.
Yeah. Because
Would
you're how
you?
old? 34, right?
Well,
Hugo?
I'm 32. We'll be 33
Oh, okay.
in 2 days.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Happy early
Oh,
birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
So you wouldn't want to have 5 kids with a woman that already have kids? Would that
No,
be
sir.
an option?
No, sir. I wouldn't.
So what?
Because I say I wouldn't want that because that's not a I feel like that's not a liability that I created. So that's not a liability that I'm going to take care of. And I do see other men's children as a liability to me.
How you feel about dating a woman that had? Well, you already. Never mind. Let me scratch that. Let me scratch that. You're not Steve. Steve is
Hey man, I put it to you like this. I put it to you like this from Jump Street. I've been married. I was in love with being married. She did me wrong. Has that destroyed my life of wanting to be married again? Absolutely not. I'm one of those people that love to be in love. I just love it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm addicted to it.
Oh.
That's why I've been in so many
Mhm.
relationships because I've just
Yes.
love to be with somebody.
okay. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask Hugo. Hugo. Okay. So I know you wanted to hear what women thought in regards to the modern dating scene. How are you feeling in regards to the Tiffany's perspective, Myra's perspective, and the overall perspective about your personal experience with the modern dating?
First of all, for Steve, I will say there is nothing wrong at all with the way that you think and feel and your view of it. I totally get it and I understand it wholeheartedly. And sometimes, you know, I feel that way too. We all, like, we're men. We love women. We love the companion of women. We love to have that feminine energy around us. I love to have that feminine energy around me. I'm just very particular about the woman herself and what she is bringing into my life and what I'm getting myself into. And that ties in with the modern dating scene, and that I'm just very careful. I'm just very careful about my next steps or my steps with women, because my time, my attention, and my energy mean the world to me now, because I've seen how I can be in a relationship where I'm giving someone else who doesn't necessarily value my time, my attention, and my energy. And I saw that that's not ideal and that doesn't work. So now my time and my attention and my energy is being spent on my endeavors, and I have to be selfish with it. So that's why it's very hard for me to have a woman in my life who has children, because I need things to move at my pace, and I'm not apologetic about it. I need a woman that fits my life. I'm not looking to fit into her life. She has to fit into mine. That's just how it is. And right now, a woman doesn't even fit into my life in the point where, unless it's just a smash and dash. And if she even gets that, really, because I'm not necessarily even looking for that. I'm looking for more out of myself personally. So now I'm searching for more outside of myself. I think that's just how it kind of goes.
Okay.
Yeah, true indeed. True indeed.
Good response. Yeah, yeah. And Steve, nobody, I respect your preference. Like I said, I got I mean, I got brothers I talk to almost like 2, 3, 4 times a week that are stepfathers or have been stepfathers. Nothing against it. Those are my stand up all around great guys. Okay. But I'm speaking from my perspective, and that's just something I would never do. I got a younger brother that's 32, and he broke his hand on a baby daddy's face. He's fighting the man in the street. And, does that say something about him and the woman he's selecting? Yes, that's why we had the podcast versus the educated versus the ratchet. But still, you really don't know what type of man who you're going to be engaging unless you seriously been vetting this woman, vetted that man. It's crazy. So like me personally, like that's like taking a penitentiary chance of dating a woman that has kids. I gotta answer this call real quick. I'll let y'all go ahead and continue.
Lord Jesus.
Okay, so that means we can talk about him real quick while he's gone.
No,
Okay.
read some comments.
Ooh, okay.
I already know they saying something funny. Read some comments.
Somebody said this is a joke, right?
Oh.
I can't back up the comments. Nikki said Eugene wants a robot. I can't.
That's funny, but not funny. That's my fam.
Okay.
All right, he's
I have
back.
a question. I have one question though, if I may. So so we talk about like women with babies, but what about someone? And I've been divorced. Tiffany's been divorced. Steve's been divorced. You guys been divorced. So just putting it out there. So someone who's never been married, technically, whether we have children or not, could say, well, you're no good because you failed the first time. You don't know how to work through marriage. Why didn't you go to marriage counseling? You don't know how to communicate. Listen, I had to go to counseling without my husband when we were going through our divorce. So both of you are wrong. Both of you have something wrong with you. Who's going to be the bigger person and admit it? So I can tell you all my shortcomings as a girlfriend, wife, mother, whatever. So would you date someone who's been divorced? Because technically, for all intents and purposes, the way you're talking about the kids, they're no good either. We were thrown away, all of us. I mean, it was just putting it out there sort of the same way we're doing the kid thing.
I would definitely be with someone who's been divorced. I
Well,
I remember my aunt asked me one time, she said, because I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. I've actually been divorced twice. And I always say the first one didn't count because I was married when I was 21 years old. It lasted less than a year. Never should have happened. Somebody should have like shook me. It was stupid.
Yeah, that's an annulment. That's an annulment.
But I didn't know about annulment back then. But that's how young and dumb I was.
I understand.
One time my aunt asked me, she asked me, would you ever get married again? And I said, absolutely. And she said, why? She said, I'm not trying to be funny, but how do you trust yourself after 2 failed marriages? And I said, because I learned from those situations. I know what not to do. I know where I went wrong. I know where they went wrong. And hopefully you do better again. So I think the third time's a charm. But everybody has to do what's best. I'm not mad at Hugo. I think everybody has to do what's best for them, and what's best for your situation. When the part that irritates me is when you start making generalizations about everybody in general and try to make you approach it from a negative perspective, like nobody's gonna want me because I have children. And of course, nothing could be further from the truth. We are
nobody said that. Nobody said that.
I didn't say you did. I didn't say you did, but we all are familiar at this point with Kevin Samuels, right? And so that's kind of his message that he's saying. He tries to make those of us over 40 with kids feel as though we're throwaways, and we all know, those of us who have a lick of sense know that's not the truth. You just have to find someone whose life and values and everything aligns with yours. And it's about compatibility. That's all it is.
See, I was already, I feel like, in regards to the brother Kevin Samuels, he's with the man paying all of the bills. So we got different ideologies and different mindsets. To me, that's sponsoring a woman. To me, that's called tricking. And that's the reason why he kicked me out the group. He's very big on like being around a woman just because she's beautiful and not having sex. And to me, I'm not giving away no free attention. And so I disagree with a lot of things that he says. So one of my benefit package is my attention and my time. If we're not rocking on that level, then you don't get that benefit. Now, Tiffany, I seen you make the smirk, and so far all of my exes, all of them call me back trying to be friends. So that benefit package that you brought up earlier, that's something they're used to, is the life coaching that comes with it, the personal development. They want that.
They get personal development from you.
But you don't get that no more when we're not in a relationship. Okay. Now Kevin Samuels, he did inspire me as a black man to speak out, but I'm really against the paying all of the bills, because that's bullshit. So we got to have the younger men step up, speak up, let us know. Because like Tiffany said, she won't date a man with a criminal record. I never had a problem with a woman dating me, and she know everything about me. And I dated women in all type of careers. Matter of fact, no issue. I'll just leave it like that. So I get what you're saying in regards to the Kevin Samuels, but I feel like we need to speak up as black men, because the man paying all of the bills. My mom worked, and they're still married. My grandmother worked. Both of my grandmothers worked. One of my grandmothers had 10 kids and had a business and stayed married. So I'm really big on
work for you.
On a partnership. I said I'm open to a woman like yourself that has her own business or something like that, and we could do it like that. But it could not be building another man's legacy unless it was just like a temporary thing to get back to building the legacy in the family.
So I'm about to I put a 1 hour limit on myself. But do you want to look at the comments before we go?
Start off with that one though.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
The one that that one.
What? Which one? Which one? Which one?
That one.
Which one was it?
About what Eugene wants.
Oh, somebody said you want a robot.
A robot woman. Eugene doesn't value women. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's what Nikki says. That's far from the truth, Nikki. That's far from the truth. I have a loving mother. I have an older sister that's older than Tiffany, and she's a loving sister. I have nieces.
Why you say older than Tiffany like I'm ancient or something?
Hey, that's just catch it.
We're in our prime.
Yes, girl, yes.
First of all, it don't get no better than this right here. I can promise you that. Promise.
And then just to clear the record,
where it's at.
Yeah, it is. It is because the ex that I was dating that was 41, definitely the prime. So I'm more receptive on dating older women but that's here and there because that's not the theme of the podcast.
Nope.
But in regards to the comment,
Steve.
I do respect women. Like I said, I was raised with 5 female cousins that live 2 minutes driving distance. I have an older sister, a loving mother. I patronize women-owned businesses. I have women partners. So I value women, but at the end of the day, I'm the man, I'm the king. That's just the bottom line, and that's my mindset.
Do you open doors for women?
Yes, I open doors.
Eugene.
Rub on their booty and everything else.
Like, I'm not even talking about your girlfriend. I'm talking about if me and you walk into a bank and you see me walking, you know me or not, are you going to hold my door for me? Period.
No.
I would.
I wouldn't.
We know Steve.
I would do
Steve.
it.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew Steve was going to speak. I knew he was going to say it. Mm-hmm.
Chivalry is not dead.
Steve, that's why.
Now I know you, Myra, so I would open the door for you, but I'm not opening the door just because you're a woman. That's not. I mean,
It's just a respectful thing. I think, now if I don't know you and I see you get out your car and you go to pump your gas, I'm not gonna pump your gas for you. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it.
And I get that. Like that's probably doing the most. And someone did that. And I thought that was really sweet because I was putting on my makeup and stuff while I was doing it. But the door thing, again, that's just sort of, it's a respect thing. That means that if my mom was coming behind you, you don't know my mom, you're not gonna go over her either. That's just a respect thing. That's just a woman. If an old man was standing and you were sitting, are you gonna stand up and let him sit? If it's an old man, not an old woman. That's
are you asking Steve or are you asking me?
We know what y'all are gonna say.
I do it. My legs work fine. I'm cool.
I'm not. I gotta have a personal business.
I am going to body slam you. I promise you, it's gonna be like a suplex. Like I'm just gonna be like boom. You're like, what? She really body slammed me. I'm like, I'm telling you, it's happening.
So I don't mind following social norms and social norms and behaviors of propriety. So opening the door for a woman wouldn't be something outside of my realm of things to do. Cool. But Eugene, I don't mind the way that you think though. It's funny, but I get where you're coming from and I understand it actually, oddly enough.
All right. That's what's up, my G. That's what's up, man. All right, guys. I'm reading some of these comments here, and we're gonna keep this thing going, man. We are invited on the sisters Nicole. We are invited on Nicole's podcast on Wednesday. So you give me a couple Wednesday or Thursday next Wednesday. So
all I know is Eugene wants a robot. That is comment of the podcast today.
Period.
That's not true.
I'm gonna make a shirt. Eugene wants a robot. It's done.
That's not true.
I know. You know what? But it's funny.
You know what? We're gonna have to open that up for another podcast. But it's plenty of women that say
my partner, man. We go back more than 20 years. You my home. but it's still funny.
All right, so I'm just reading some of these comments. We're gonna see if there's any. Let's see here. Children aren't things. We know children are not things. And to clarify, the baby mother and the single mother, a woman that was married and had kids is a single mother. A baby mama is a woman that had kids out of wedlock. And I do not believe in having kids out of wedlock. Let's see here. Narcissistic. Just because I'm confident in myself and I don't want to take care of another man's kids does not make me narcissistic.
Oh, I'm sure she wasn't basing it solely on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Les said, "Where did you find these dudes?" I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Maybe he can go further in detail in the comments. This is Generation Z, children are things. But yeah. So basically, man, I'm doing my part. I'm here to rebuttal Kevin Samuels, and what he's discussing about a man paying all of the bills to be a real man. That's bullshit. I pay all of my bills. And what was you doing before I met you? You was working already. So that's what it is. So right now, guys, we already have one sponsor within this beta testing that we're doing, but we are not going to take that opportunity on at the present moment because we're still getting things lined up. We do appreciate everybody's support in regards to the No Shower Cap series.
Team No Shower Cap. Team No Shower Cap.
Team No Shower Cap. That's how we rocking out here. This is the Modern Dating Podcast. Like the Facebook page. Share the video, comment, and let's keep the dialogue going because this is we need this media. We need the medium to connect with men all over the world. And one of my missions as of now going forward is to influence the cultural norms for men to raise their standards and to value themselves. I'm out here. This Eugene Alexander, man. Steve, I'll let you say some words. Tiffany,
right.
And
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and get my little green light on. But again, I just want to thank Tiffany for hooking it up. We appreciate Myra for hopping on. We appreciate
you, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany.
You know, we appreciate y'all for really putting some input into this. It definitely added a flair. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna do this again another time. We come up with some more content. We're gonna do that. And I appreciate all your audience for even taking the time to listen to me and Eugene just spew the things we feel about. So again, I'm just fully appreciated. And y'all have a good one because I'm ready to go po. I gotta go buy some more drink. I didn't drink it all, mess with y'all.
Yes. Ditto.
To say that this is not going to be a regular on my Facebook page.
Yeah,
I was just sharing my Zoom link because I had a Zoom account, and so I'm gonna help Eugene get his Zoom account set up because it's free to do it. You don't have to have a paid account, so I'll show you how to do it so that you can share it next time. Because yeah.
Okay, yeah, because we was I was logged in and it was a paid for service. And,
okay.
And it's not in my budget right now to be spending anything outside of my budget. So
that would be a liability.
Right. So it got to be making me some money for me to invest in that. All right. So Myra, Hugo, final words.
Go ahead, Myra.
Thank you for the invite. Y'all are, I love it. Y'all are a hot mess. Thank you for the invite, all of that stuff. I will definitely join again. Tiffany, you're amazing. Single moms are the bomb.
Yes.
Working women are the bomb.
That's
Business
right.
owners are the bomb.
That's
Girl
right.
power. We're winners. That's why we're on top of here and the guys are down here. Yeah. Boom. Get it. Y'all are amazing. Have a safe evening.
I'm glad you had a safe trip, Myra. Hugo, you want to say anything?
Man, I just appreciate y'all. That was cool. That was funny. I had a good time.
Outstanding.
All right. Thank you once again, Tiffany. Final words.
No, y'all have a good night.
I want to tell y'all something funny though, real quick. I just looked at Hugo and I had to tell y'all. He was talking about how it's weird to date. So I'm sitting in the airport in Tampa and they have an outside little area. Now I put my mask on at 11 o'clock before I got out the truck to get into the airport, and I had it on until I got to Florida. So I go outside. I'm like, ooh, no one out here. I can take this mask off and sort of just breathe for a second. I'm sitting in a pool area. I promise you, this dude walks up and says, "Excuse me, can I sit next to you?" And I'm like,
A lot of weirdos out here. A lot of weirdos.
we're in the midst of a pandemic. I'm gonna need 100 feet from you.
Especially in the airport.
But they can't.
That's
like,
cool.
They can't help it, man. They can't help it, man.
no,
Terrible.
idiots. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful evening.
All right, later,
All right,
guys.
we appreciate it.
All
We
right,
out.
peace.
Bye.